basketball. They've won 5 of 6, or 8-4. They're 4-1 on the road. They're top 10 in offense and top. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6". Chet Holmgren had a 3. Giddey and Gilgeous-Alexander like to get inside. Glenn mentioned their driving ability. Giddey at 6'8", following the most in the NBA.
And that's the problem with their drives. You got to be ready to guard the second, third, and fourth move. They got counter moves. That's how you get up and finish if you're Looney. Pull-ups on the rim. But again, the way they're playing Clay, Holmgren had to hesitate because that's so many tools.
Two men jump and step, so you see the defense they're playing. Wiggins on a mid.
There's Andrew Wiggins getting inside. There's no shame in doing most of your damage inside.
You just asked Sean Wright, who's a great crew chief. Said I moved sideways. He didn't yell at him. He asked a question. Still tic-tac-toe. And it's swiped away by Chris Paul. Looney running the floor. Looney to the rim. Looney to lay it in. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, whether it's Steph or Chris Paul, they start with the
got to
post.
find your man, cut off his cut to the basket.
And that one knocked away. Jalen Williams
last game, you just forget about him on the weak side. Pick and pop defense. You want to stay home, anticipate the pick and slip.
Wallace and Isaiah Joe have checked in. Joe 7 of 7 on threes the last game. And Shea Gilgeous,
the greatest shooter this world has ever seen.
Kuminga down low. Beautiful finish.
So that's a Steph Curry back screen, and that's what Steph brings.
It's terrific.
The Thunder have to respect their inside game now, and hopefully that'll open up the outside game.
Credit the Thunder, all 5 guys back defensively. Kuminga show and go. Step through to lay it up and in. Answering the bell. The depth of this team is unquestioned, and it's being tested tonight. No Draymond Green, no Trace Jackson-David. This time setting up Chris Paul. Shot clock at 5. Ball moving around nicely. Skip pass to Moody. Feet set. That 3 around it out. Here comes Shea, headed the other way. OKC turnovers. The Dubs have 12 points off of them. That's big. Gilgeous-Alexander. Kuminga inside. Vasily Micic, probably the best player in Europe, signing a 3-year deal with OKC this offseason. Long-time matchup. You have this the other night. Holmgren on Chris Paul. Micic shot clock at 3. Pajamski, that's the way to move your shoulder up.
Comparison. Plays a lot like him. He can shoot it.
Chris Paul. Mason Wallace, good defense on Clay. He had nowhere to go. And then Jalen Williams in the passing lane. And then Jokic gapped him and played him well. Step 3.
There's an assistant coach with the iPad behind the bench that's checking. You need to make sure you do a better job here in Australia.
Pajamski trying to turn the corner. He dropped. Wiggins used that Looney.
Yes. Do you like burgers? Yes. Well, how about you combine the two? It'll change your life.
So you can only get him at the Olympic Club.
You got to be careful.
Chris Paul ticked iron there, but he followed his own shot. Opportunity to finish this half strong. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander thought about shooting it. Better possible. Interchange with Chris Paul. Chris Paul down the lane. Wiggins catching Giddey. Starting the third for OKC. So you have Gilgeous-Alexander that can attack. But Jalen Williams, even if you're there, you're not there. And Wiggins
had to help. He knew where to go with it.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, they've been isolating Steph on his 3. He made the one right before the half. Growing before our eyes. Second youngest team in the NBA. 15 #1 picks in the next 7 drafts.
I would have never thought about looking away anytime I shoot it. You're shooting from way too far out.
Wiggins finding Chris Paul.
About the summer he had. He wanted to get in the weight room. Had a great summer working on his game.
Season tournament game right here against the Spurs.
We talked about how challenging it's been. It doesn't get much easier in a game. It hasn't happened yet this season. It can happen tonight.
Klay Thompson to the rolling Looney.
Smiling about it afterwards. He got me again.
Klay Thompson on Case and Wallace. They've got 16. Wiggins has 18. Steph has 17. Azubuike says 3 guys with 20 tonight. He made 8 straight. 7 the other night and the first one tonight.
So you're a prophet now? You said he wasn't going to go 7.
Jalen Williams.
He zoned it up on him.
Gilgeous-Alexander's charge didn't let him get into Draymond Green play better than any other Thunder player. Back-to-back Warrior turnovers, and now the breakaway for Shea. Only Utah.
And first and second chance points.
Shea, the lock. Warrior lead is 10, but it's definitely got a little Thunder momentum going.
Set the duck in.
Overplay, and Chris Paul saved the day.
The Thunder know that play. And on the challenge defensively.
Podziemski and Isaiah Joe. Brandon nowhere to go at 2.
Got a box Chet Holmgren out, basically.
Thunder win the tap.
You might need to run more sets here that everybody knows. Without Steph Curry, instead of just trying to create on your own, well defended. Now you got Kuminga in the post trying to go at it.
Everybody's lifted. They've cleared the side. Henrich Williams lurking.
They're helping off him a little too much.
Williams down.
Salamat sa inyong lahat. That means thank you very much to all of you.
That's not fair. Your wife's Filipino. The game is hanging there right now. 4-point lead inside of 9 minutes, and when does Curry return to 13? Isaiah Joe attacking Wiggins. Talk about their shooting issues, but Draymond defensively, elite. Jalen Williams already with 8. Brandon show and go, but Isaiah Joe knocked it away from behind. Here's Holmgren.
He went with Steph. Looney had the roll.
Gilgeous-Alexander. It's the turnovers that have been the problem here in the second half. Curry's got nowhere to go amongst the trees. Steph 4-3, and Looney the rebound. Wiggins to tie the game. He got another open look. Chase Center is alive. Gilgeous-Alexander.
What does he not have in his game?
Wiggins down the lane. Chris Paul for 3. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, get out of the way. Let me work. Skip pass. Klay Thompson, top, turn, fade, fire. Looney, another rebound. Curry at 7. Curry down the lane. Steph to float it up and out. Rebound. Williams, Isaiah Joe, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Isaiah Joe and Holmgren, the most dangerous ones. Giddy looking. Back to Klay. Another 3.
That's another tough one.
Here comes Gilgeous-Alexander, first in overtime. Looney, that naked handoff. Chris Paul. You've got 2 teams that have fought awfully hard in this game. Who has a 3? They have a lot of momentum heading into overtime.
Who's out?
I'll tell you, this feels like a must score this trip down.
If the Warriors' initial action doesn't work, they're not flowing into the second option.
Jalen Williams, double team there. Here comes Chet Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets down. Had that 3 blocked.
Wow.
Here comes Shai off to the races. And he will cruise in and lay it
You
up.
almost want to top block guys to try to make them
Got to play outside in.
Exactly.
The only way you can lose.
Stay inside the 3-point line.